Hi everyone. Our subject today is about abrogation, and I'm gonna explain what abrogation really means for those who does not acquaint the meaning of the word before that. Now, epistemologically, abrogation means replacing one rule or one command with another. Improved one with another improved one, that is improved command or improved rule within the same context between different messages. Example. Now, Moses' 10 commandments were modified once in Islam to become known as the right path or the criterion, in other words. But still, the 10 commandments in some way, except modified. In another example is in the case of adultery by stoning to death, which was in Moses' laws, modified in the Mohammedan message into flogging or whipping, as the verse 2 of Surah 24 shows. And I read that surah. It says, "The adulteress and the adulterer scourge each one with 100 stripes," 100, instead of stoning to death. So this is what abrogation means: switching, replacing one rule or one law or something with another that is better. It's like an improvement. Another example from Moses' laws as well, that is erased completely. This is again an abrogation, erased completely. This law was familiar in Moses' era and Moses' laws, the killing of handicapped son. Yes, the killing of handicapped son. Another example is by adding up something to an existing law, as in the case of inheritance. The inheritance was known, ever since Moses as well, and then after Moses, and until came Muhammad and brought with him some changes, adding up. Inheritance was, let's say, a couple of lines. With Muhammad, it became 10 lines or something. Just given an example. Now, the message of Muhammad is an indication of the transition between the final godly revelation and legislation, sealed by ending any abrogation between divine messages, allowing the beginning of righteous human legislation by means of human Hanifism, which is exertion, by means of ishtihad, in explaining and understanding the laws of the final revelation. Let me explain. Muhammad's message, as the final message, came to seal, to stop any kind of modification or abrogation in that sense between the messages of Allah, that it closed the door on abrogation. but not on ishtihad. Ishtihad is an effort mentally, spiritually, whatever, uh, to understand and to find a solution for, let's say, for a problem that was not mentioned before, or something like that, something different than what you knew before. That's ijtihad, exertion, effort to find a solution for something or give an answer. According to different time and place, according to the evolution of history and historical events, as well as the objective circumstances of the societies. In these circumstances comes the role of human ijtihad to find solution, because after Muhammad, the message was sealed. Okay, so what do we do in case we have, like, I don't know, a problem that we can't find the solution within the text that we know. So mankind should find solution for this, and I'm coming to explain and show you how. In fact, and as we live in a world where we see it every day, that legislation and modification of laws, which is another term for abrogation, are human matters and are dealt with in legislative councils and parliaments. You see that all over the world. Parliament, people elect, deputies or representatives elected by people to find solution for them to run the country, to etc., etc. And in this parliament, sometimes, as you know, laws are modified or laws are presented and approved and so on. And as we learn almost on a day by day scale, such legislations change continually to meet and to comply with the needs of communities of mankind. Since man is the essential element or structural foundation of these societies, therefore we Muslims should logically understand that in order to get harmonized with our environment, we need to stop abiding and blindly by what the Prophet initiated as exertions in his time to organize the community according to civic law fit for those circumstances evolved from Jahiliyyah, that is pre-Islam, to Islam, with conformity to the righteousness of the message itself, which was a difficult switch and a hard mission. Something may be served well in that time, but today we need to modify all this for the simple reason that all his effort, which means all the Prophet's effort, and exertion, which means all his ijtihad, are surpassed and overtaken by contemporary knowledge. It's easy to understand this concept. And by contemporary technologies, and by more efficiently accepted legislations to suit better the present world of humanity, so that Islam stays flexible and adaptive and adaptable in any time and any place, and to suit everyone, instead of keeping attached irrationally to outdated culture and heritage. No matter how hard we groom or tan with makeup, the first wind blow or water drop will unveil it and show that it is worn out every time. It's up to us, Muslims, to better our status, our social position, and awareness. Thank you.